Lost with confidence. Isn't that an amazing concept? Let me explain where I got the inspiration for this episode. See, there was a worker who was fresh in the cataclysmic demise called the workforce. She was young and didn't know what was going on half the time, and when she first started, I just called her Shy Girl. She just wouldn't say much and didn't really give much eye contact at all, and if she did, it was just the blankest of stares, like a deer caught in the headlights. I didn't know if she was about to vomit or run away instantly. And you have to have empathy in matters like this. Everybody starts out somewhere. It took a bit to gain some traction. Noticeably, if you asked her to do something, then odds are she wasn't really doing it right. She could have asked for more clarification if there were any doubts, but forgiveness is a virtue. It's not like anything bad ever happened anyway. Though you could notice she never wanted people to know she needed help in the first place. Speeding up to about a couple weeks later, she picked up some ground, right? The overhead speaker says, "Customer service, need an aisle, blah, blah," and I instantly go for it. But around the corner comes Shy Girl, and her eyes look at the customer, and then they meet mine. Like, who's going to help the customer? Who knows? We stop for a second, and in between, the customer must feel so awkward at that moment, because it's like a cowboy showdown on who will hog tie the task down to victory. Weird analogy, yes. I think to myself, okay, I could help them, or I could let Shy Girl get it, to gain more experience, because why not? But I have to, start moving forward to end the standoff and get it over with. So as I start to walk, I can see her reaction to me going, and it was kind of like she was gonna, and then she was like, okay, she's gonna move left, then right, stutter for a split second, and just with the utmost confidence stand up straight, turn, and then casually walk away like nothing happened. Like she knew what was going on the whole time. Yeah, to be there, I was laughing hysterically in my mind, reliving it for at least 5 minutes after that. It made my day. Maybe that's just a random occurrence, but I work in retail and that's as exciting as it's gonna get sometimes. And at least I didn't have to deal with some random butthead ruining my day yet again. Seriously, customers need to get a grip, because having to hear the negative, rude behavior coming out for no reason that is basically attacking employees, it's just nonsensical. It's unhealthy. No one wants to stand there and take your domineering attitude for your own self-satisfaction. Figure out something else to get off on. Gosh. Sorry, that was a rant. It's over. Case in point, everything she has done at the store, not always well done, can be described as lost with confidence. Wow, that was quite an intro. Anyway, my name is Kevin, it rhymes with Evan, and this is Trying to Be Social, the podcast. How is everyone doing today? Good, I hope? Cool. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually going to say this, but I might slightly look up to a teenager. I knew I had issues, but now I know I need a therapist. You see, I haven't been able to do that myself. I think my anxiety takes over a little too much, mixed with my perfectionist need to know what I'm doing at any given time. And it's hard to hide that and pull a ruse over people's heads. But thinking back to school, I would observe the other kids doing the same thing, and the common term, I think, is fake it till you make it, right? Basically, fake it till you make it is an English aphorism, I think. I don't know how to say it. It's a passed on expression used, where if you put on a facade of confidence, understanding, or a mindset that you can do something, then you will start to believe it yourself, that you can possibly get the results that you seek, becoming what you fake to be in the first place. Well, everyone tries to tell themselves, I think I can. But I, more times than not, tell myself, yeah, I think you'll fail. Yeah, you'll probably fail. And it's a terrible way to go about things. And it's just what I do, and at least I own up to it. That's the first step, right? Even when I try to vibe with others, there is such a disconnect. I don't know if I'm just this many steps back from everyone else, or if I'm just on a completely different plane. You're playing Fortnite, and I'm just beginning Zelda, My comfort level is playing Pokemon and daydreaming about unicorns and sunsets. And I wish people would just get on my level. But to no avail, I just don't fit into the common pack mentality. you know? I march to my own beat, my own drum. And I'd like to say I'm doing fine. And I wonder, how did kids do it in school? I think on some level, I did know how to fake it till I make it. Because I so desperately wanted to fit in, and I wanted to stand out at the same time. I wore a highlighter orange shirt every Monday because people killed my vibes and I had no time for it. I wanted to be preppy while others faked an image to seem cool and negative. Like it was some thing to do. I passed, by school nonetheless, and I'm grateful for that, though I wish I pushed myself more to get out and hang with people. In adulthood, that's much different. It's like a bigger, open world where you can make more decisions and have more freedom, but it comes at a cost. One wrong move can drastically change your life in the long run, which adds anxiety to things. And I'll have a podcast on that subject another time. And I know I can fake it well enough when I'm at work. I can fake it nice on a not so good day, and the motivator is basically making money. And that's the only reason. It's surprising what you can do when that paycheck is on your mind. I gotta buy that new game I've been waiting for, or I need the money to then later pay for the coffee that fuels me to put up with my workday to then make more money. It's a chain reaction. It's a circle. So let me pose the question. How does one fake it till you make it successfully? I'm going to try to break it down to what I think constitutes this facade to make it in this world. All right? Number 1, delusional confidence. What does that mean? Well, stringing back to what I was defining the term earlier, you convince yourself you can do these things and that you are the moment, sis. Try to look in the mirror and compliment yourself. Tell yourself you can do anything. Honestly, if you put it in the universe, it might just come right back to you. Number 2, just BS the structure. There is no playbook to life in your own success. You are your own person. There may be ways in society that could kind of get you where you want to go, but it's only half-hearted, and it may not even be worth it, for your own path. Figure out the little steps to accomplish what you want. Make sure it's fulfilling, and instead of doing 20 things at once, and you're not doing great at all of them, how about you just pick a couple that you can focus on and make them skills? You have all this time, and soon your repertoire builds into you being a valuable asset in work life, or whatever it may be that it leads you to. Number 3, cement your place. You're here and as equal as everyone. And I'm going to quote RuPaul and say, unless they pay your bills, pay them bitches no mind. If you let people know your place and stand your ground, people will start to see it. They can't refute your stance, especially if you got number 1 and number 2 going for you too. And number 4, well, I just felt like there had to be a 4th. Number 4, have a winning smile. Sorry, gosh. Yeah, well, there you go. Just like that, you got it. I'm in no way a professional coach or anything, but I kind of wanted this to be like a little pep talk, I've let people in my life talk down to me and tell me I'm less than, or I could never accomplish things. And that's just what they want. That's what they're putting into this world, and it's sad, I kind of feel sorry for them. You do you, because that's unique. Bake it till you make it. Trixie Mattel, for example, that's a man in a wig and makeup. And they built themselves a career and is one of the most successful drag queens today. A celebrity. Mama, I'm living for a person who does professional dress up. It's iconic. So you can go out into the world not knowing what you're doing, and if you stick it out long enough, you'll make it. Lost with confidence. That wraps it up. So thank you so much for listening, and until next time, good day.